Alright, this is pretty much just going to be a little video that I'm putting together for my buddy, RMS20. He was curious about this game. It's a game that I played on the PS3, and actually I played it way back on the original Xbox when it first came out. I think it was called, at that point, same series, not the same game, obviously. I believe at that point it was Thief, Deadly Shadows, or Return to the Shadows, or something to that effect. And it's actually one of the reasons that I have an incentive to buy an original Xbox all over again. Because there's a couple of games back there, namely Morrowind, Elder Scrolls Morrowind. The other one that I really want to get is the KOTORs, KOTOR 1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic, for those who don't know. And if you don't know, then shame on you. Shame on you. Go play them. They are great games. You can actually, on Amazon Underground, you can get the original KOTOR on your phone completely free. If you go into the Amazon Underground app, they have their actually free apps, and you can download Knights of the Old Republic. Badass game. Go play it now. Anyway, this is a game. You play Garrett. You are a thief, obviously. And anyway, the older one that I played had this one kind of story arc thing going to it. This one scene where you go into this like old orphanage that is like burnt down, and there's like a creepy character that goes by the name of the Hag. And what a freaking screwed up character! Because if I remember right, she like this orphanage like burnt to the ground, and like all of the children inside. And she feeds off of the darkness and the suffering of these like burnt children, burnt orphan children, and it was like, oh my god, so creepy and dark. Anyway, I never actually finished it. It creeped me out that much, but that was years ago. So one of the reasons I want to get an original Xbox is to go play that again. Now that I've been on that soapbox, there's a bunch of other classic games that I really want to play. But I'm gonna play this one. This is Thief. This is the re-envisioning of a really great game. A lot of people don't think that they did a great job. I love Square Enix. I have a hard time bashing on them for anything. There's some things that, oh my god, they did wrong with this game. And I don't remember what they were. But I do remember thinking that I felt like there were some things they could have done a lot better when I played it on PS3. I'm hoping that I won't notice any of that when I play it on PS4. And so without any further ramblings, here we go. This game uses an autosave feature. How super. Alright, adjust the brightness. I'm going to play the game the way it's meant to be. So I'm going to darken it up, apparently all the way. I hope that didn't screw it up for you guys. But that makes it to where that little symbol there is barely visible. And I want this game to actually have the ambiance that it's meant to have. Okay, so if there was a cut there, it had me do some registration stuff, and so I edited that out. This is one of the DLCs. It came with the purchase. I mean, this game is on sale right now till I think the 22nd, for like $6 in the PSN. I think it was $5.99. It was like 70–80% off. So if you do want to play this game, like, jump on it, because I like this game. I think it's a good game. Alright, so I cannot continue because I have not played it yet. Change the save slot. Oh, that's cool. So I'll be able to do multiple plays if I want to, and play, because you can, that's one thing you can do in this game. You can kind of like adjust the way you play to where you go around murdering people, which is actually not Garrett's style. He doesn't kill people unless he absolutely has to, because he's not a killer. He's a thief. He's in it for the cash. So they said that you can literally play this game front to back without killing anyone, which is kind of cool. If you want to play it that way, they set it up that, you know, it'd be really hard, but you got to think, I mean, if you're a master thief and you're going to go in there, it's not going to be easy to get through that without, you know, getting a confrontation where you have to kill somebody. So that's an option for you. Then there's challenge modes, which I have no idea what those are, and I will have to go look into those later. Leaderboards, I assume, have to do with the challenges. Options. Alright, so we're going to go in here. Controls, make sure that, because I'm weird. Alright, well, anyway, you all got to see the controls there. Game. Oh, there we are. Okay, focus mode, sure. Invert y-axis, definitely on. Look sensitivity, crank that shit up. Aim assist, sure. Vibration, definitely. Motion controls. Yeah, we'll turn them on. We'll see what that does. Invert motion y-axis, yes. I might turn that back off depending on how that plays. But I don't know what the motion controls do. I don't remember. So I think what that is like as I tilt my controller left or right, my guy will lean around corners and stuff, which is kind of cool. So if they start doing weird shit, then I'm gonna turn it back off. But anyway, for now. So all this is like really ridiculous, and I might edit it, most of it out. So display, navigation prompts. I'll leave those in there for you guys. I mean, I pretty much remember what to do in this game, I think. So I'll turn those on. Interaction prompts, yeah. Waypoint markers, yeah. Third icon, sure. So you can turn a lot of this stuff off to have a much more realistic game where you have a lot less stuff popping up on your HUD, so you can really just get absorbed into the game, because it is a very, the game revolves a lot around the ambiance. So the less you have on your screen, the less help you have from the game, the better the game's going to be for you. But for the sake of letting people who want to watch this, I'm going to have everything up there. Brightness already fixed. I don't want to watch credits right now. Okay, so new game. Current slot is empty. Alright, so Thief. Alright. So, pretty sure I get extra trophies and whatnot for playing this on harder. Rogue's the easy one. Opponents are weak, less aware. Resources are low, and low in cost and are plentiful. Then Thief is kind of the normal setting. It's a normal balance for accomplished thieves who like a little risk with their reward. And then Master. Opponents are deadly. Civilian kills or knockouts are not tolerated. And resources and upgrades are more expensive. So what this one does for you is the resources that the civilian kills and knockouts, which means that when you're doing your burglaring, the only person you're allowed to Alright, so I got a buddy there who wants to play with me, and I'm not going to be able to. This sucks. Anyway. The only kills you're allowed to do, and the only even knockouts you're allowed to do, will be the guards. So that's a really cool way to play the game. And then custom is really cool, because you can actually go in and customize a whole slew. Actually, I'll click into it real quick, just to show you. So the base difficulty is at Master. Classic Thief mods. Settings to bring the gameplay experience closer to that of the original. Oh my god, yes, that is... So there are mods in this game. Chapter save only. So these all add extra points, so that when you play through the game, you'll unlock... no, that's what it is. Okay, yeah. So, based on the amount of points that you have... it affects the difficulty. So I can go up here to base settings. I can go rogue, right? And then based on I dropped it under rogue. You can see that that dropped my points down to a total point value of 36. But then I can go to master, and that gives me a total point of 360 because of how hard master is to begin with. I'm not going to do any of these right now. And then the mods are just in the game. These are the different settings. So no focus. Focus is a kind of a thing you can do in the game to where you see certain things. Chapter saves only means that you can only save the game at each chapter. And stealth takedowns only means that you can't get into like a regular fight with people. You have to take them down. Stealth, no reticle is kind of a cool one, where you don't have that aiming thing in the middle. You have to actually just understand where the arrow is going to go based on the middle of the screen and stuff. And then specialty arrows only means that you can't actually have your regular broad tip arrows or whatever they're called, where they actually kill people. So the only arrows you can use are his specialty arrows, his rope arrow, his blunt arrow, his water arrow, fire arrow, and so on and so forth. So, but I'm not doing any of that. I'm actually just going to go regular thief for now. Obviously, you will not be able to change the difficulty setting once a game has been started. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Alright, now I'm going to shut up, and there's kind of some opening stuff here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking. So I will let you kind of see things as they happen. I'll comment on things if I think I need to. Otherwise, I'm going to be quiet.
There's one thing this city's taught me. You can put a price on anything. Secrets, reputations, a life. And trust? If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But then I suppose none of that matters when you're me. After all, when did I ever pay for anything?
Alright, so we load into the game straight away. Remember the buttons. And most everything in the game
Too much light.
is a lot of things in the
Let's
game
make it a
are
little more
interactable.
cozy in here.
Hello. So as you noticed, I could walk up to that candle and put it out to make it a little darker in here. I love everything that is glittering gold you can steal. That's how you make your money. You can notice the game's very dark. And once a certain event happens in the game and you get infused with some sort of mystic power, you can go into your focus mode, which then allows you to kind of see certain things that are more high priority and whatnot. And this dope over here is just sleeping, so... Now, the premise of the game is you are Garrett, a master thief. So there's a lot of things that you'd be like, oh, what? Nobody would be able to do that. But you gotta understand, this guy is like the shit when it comes to being a thief. And all of the older games build upon that, and you become the master thief in those games. So this game, you start off, you're already the master thief. So the game kind of plays off that idea. There's a lot of things you're able to do in here that you maybe wouldn't be able to do if you were a regular burglar. But Garrett is no regular burglar, and he's been out of town for quite a while, and he gets back into the swing of things, and all hell breaks loose. So here we go. Ah, there we go. That was hard. Alright, now. This is the, where the game gets a little bit tricky at the beginning here. So you walk into this room, and I'm going to be slow, because I know about this, because I've played it before. Oh, look at all these birdie birds. So, potentially in here you could piss the birds off, and I would assume you might be able to tick off the guards below, and then fail the game from the get.
Someone's a bird lover. That painting's more my taste. I should take a closer look.
Lots of creepy stuff in this game. Like I said, very full of ambiance. It's not a horror game, but on certain levels it feels like it tries to be. And the original one definitely had horror elements, like I said, to it. Now, there'll be a lot of things in the game that you can interact with. So this is one of the mechanics. Some pictures have things hidden behind them. So you can come to the side and feel around for switches. And as I'm feeling around, I will feel kind of a vibration that will let me know to hit R2 and pull the switch to trigger them. Now, if you turn your vibration off, then you have to just look for that visual cue. And then you get to pick locks. The picking lock is pretty easy. You just it's kind of the same way you did in Skyrim. So you just kind of feel around for your sweet spot, and then you set the pin with R2.
What the? Well, they do call the rooftops the Thieves' Highway. I just hope that's not who I think it is.
Alright, so it says use the touchpad. Ooh, neat. Touch the touchpad to highlight the rope arrow in the inventory. And click the touchpad to equip it. Neat. So that's new from the PS4. In the PS3, I believe you had to hold down a certain button, and it would pull up a selection wheel from which you would then select what you wanted. So you hold down R2 to draw the bow. And let go to release. Oh, there was a lot of shake there. That was neat.
Aaron. Of course it is. Care to make a little more noise next time?
How else would you know it was me? Basso did tell you we were working together on this, right?
Well, I showed up, so what do you think?
I think you haven't changed a bit. Come on, it'll be just like old times. Glad you could make it.
Did you pick that route because it was fast or because you thought it'd be fun?
Can it be both?
Come on, let's get Basso his commission.
Alright, so you got your light gem. The light gem displays in the lower left corner of the screen and indicates whether or not you are hidden in the shadows and dark areas. When the light gem is black, you are less likely to be spotted.
Are you going to use any of those shadows, Lady Lamplight?
I was just scouting ahead. I know you always like to go first.
Alright, so my motion control is not helping me do anything there, so I'm still not sure what the motion controller does. I saw a shiny. Somebody dropped a coin purse. So, I've also noticed on my controller that when I step out into the light, my sensor bar goes super bright. It just has an extra kind of, oh, by the way, you're not dark anymore. And then it turns to a dark blue.
You should get yourself one of these. See you on the other side.
When I'm in the shadows.
Looks like I won't be going that way.
Let's finish unloading before summer's day is over.
Why not drink to a job well done first?
We can't just leave the cart out here.
It's festival time. Your average thief will be under a table in an alehouse.
And the watch will be liquored up too. I'm not haggling fines with a drunk god again.
I don't think this is a good idea, but I don't remember what I should do here, so I'm going to run across. Ah, it worked. How about that? Anybody over there got anything super special for me to steal? I don't see anything. That looks yummy. Another coin purse.
Garrett, come on.
Yeah, it don't look like there was anything else to steal down there.
Jealous of the claw? I made it myself.
I'm sure the Watch will be very impressed. They'll certainly hear us coming.
They'll have to catch me first.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
It's not about taking in the sights, Garrett. It's about taking in the loot. You do still steal, right?
I've been stealing since before you could crawl.
There's the Garrett I know. How about a friendly wager? Let's see who can take in the most.
So, pressing R1 to break objects with the blackjack. So that's blackjack. It's just a really hard leather strap, essentially, that you beat people on the back of the head with. Down there. Game this
Look
game
what I
is
found.
really dark.
You and me out on the town? Why did we stop doing this again?
Do you really need to ask?
Another neat feature is I've already checked those drawers, so now the square does not pop up anymore. So if I hold square, I will look through.
It pays to
holes
keep a
that
low
I'm picking.
profile in places where I'm not welcome. There's a lot of those places.
So I can see there's no one straight through the door. Pick the lock. By the way, doing what I just did and trying to set the pin in a spot I shouldn't will set a noise off that could potentially alarm someone on the other side. Now I can hold this. Whoops. swore there was a way that I could crack the door.
Hard to keep a secret in this neighborhood.
Alright, so if I click into the here, I can now go to documents, and I'm in the prologue. So, the Voyeur's Diary. So there's lots of these types of things you can find in the game, and it lets you know about a potential thing that you could steal. So, Mr. Mystery. Must be concealed wall safe on lower floor left of stairs, maybe. Always something valuable passing through his hands, but can't see exactly where he hides it. Knew he was up to no good. Alright, so, Paxman, nothing for several days. Passed on, never see any relatives. Inheritance money? So these, and up at the top, Madame Flowers. Relationship with watchguard continues. Husband still absent. Send anonymous letters. So these are some. The person who lives in this house is obviously somebody who likes to watch other people. And it says Mr. Mystery rented an apartment across the street. So obviously across the street we need to pay attention that there might be a concealed wall safe on the lower floor left of the stairs. So there's little tidbits like that that you can pay attention to and very potentially end up with some nice loot. Got a nice trunk. Now, obviously I could just steal everything and leave, but I don't like to leave any trace. So if I leave everything the way I found it, maybe these people will just think that they misplaced their shit. But then again, I like to roleplay more than I should.
If you're going to urinate in the street like a watchman, at least do it out of the light. Everybody can see you.
The ale has to go somewhere, dear. I'm just the middleman. Besides, you're the only one watching.
Every day I'm reminded what a catch you were.
Come on, let's go try those gabble wings.
Yeah, those gabble wings sound delicious.
I'm not sure where the hell she was at. Anywho, this would be the apartment across the street. So we're gonna put our crowbar in. Tap to lift. Nice and quiet like. Oh, hello. I do believe we found our secret compartment. That was to the left of the stairs, indeed. Mr. Birdie didn't like that. Now, as you can see, it says that even he was aware of me, so it's really cool that even the animals in this game can pay attention to you and potentially call you out for the sneak thief that you are. And I can even look around tiny little corners. Like I said, I set it to very, very dark because I wanted to have the most ambience I could. And my I don't know if it's happening for you guys, but my TV has this weird feature where when it thinks I'm not watching something, it'll go really dark. And then when it realizes there's motion on the TV, it brightens up a little bit. It's a way it tries to save the TV from having any screen burn. And I haven't figured out how to shut the damn feature off, so I hope that it's not happening to you guys.
So how much did you steal?
It's not how much you steal. It's what you steal.
And how you steal it. Looks like this primal stone thing that Basso wants is in the ceremony room at Northcrest Manor.
It's the Baron's mansion. Won't be easy.
Worried?
Yes, and so should you.
We'll be fine. I'll pick up your slack.
This job's getting more complicated by the second.
That's a lot of guards.
They're definitely not here for the summer festival dance. A lot of guards means a lot of steel. Thieves and swords do not get on well.
I've never had a problem with swords. But then again, I'm not just a thief.
Alright, so if you haven't picked up on it yet, she rubs him the wrong way because she's
We
definitely
can't
not
let the
afraid
Baron's guests see this thing giving
to
out.
murder people.
And we can't frigging see without it.
Ah, they go off and on all the time.
So you can't fix it?
Do I look like an engineer to you? None of the staff can keep up with all his lordship's experiments.
Not going to be much of a brighter future if the lights don't work.
Swore I saw something shiny. Alright, I kind of ran off and did some stuff I didn't need to there, so I edited that out.
We can't let the Baron's guests see this thing giving out. And we can't frigging see without it.
Ah, they go off and on all the time.
So you can't fix it?
Do I look like an engineer to you? None of the staff can keep up with all his lordship's experiments.
Not going to be much of a brighter future if
That's
the
how I
lights
do
don't
it.
work.
Alright. Couldn't remember how to do that. So that was a feature that I can quickly move from one shadow to another. If I remember right, I'm probably going to get myself caught here. If I remember right, I can R1 to blackjack him. No, it was L1. Nope, I just can't do it. Maybe I can later in the game. Yeah, slowly approach a guard from behind to avoid detection.
Bronson, over here.
Huh?
Help the new boy, will you? He's been trying to light a fire basket for 10 minutes.
What am I, his father?
Go on, before he sets fire to himself.
As you can see, she made a nice, quick, clean getaway up and over. God damn it, I keep switching those up. Up and over the top there. But I don't have a clammy claw. So I have to do this the traditionally hard way. Some surfaces, such as water, Make movement easier to detect. Move very slowly to reduce the sound you produce. And we want to... You notice the farther away from it I am, the bigger that number gets. These are water arrows, and oh my god, are they so much fun. So, pull out my arrow, my bow. Oh! Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna go into options. So that was what the motion controller was, apparently, is aiming. I could aim with the motion controller. And, oh no, I don't want to do that. So, I could. I mean, I might play around with it at some other point, but just no. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Alright, so you're going to want to put that out by drawing this back for a nice, strong, full draw. And then you aim for where you want to aim. But you really want to aim for the base of the torch. The base of the torch, because the splash will drench it and put it out. If you aim for right at the base of the the flame part of the torch, is the ideal target, but it's easier to miss. So if you aim at the wall right behind it, it'll also still splash and hit it. But I like to hit right where the fire is.
Stupid drafts. Can't these damn things stay lit?
Which, now that I have that out, I can sneak past him nice and neat like. Yes, I understand you're there. I put you out. I have to hit that. Oh, that's how it's gonna be. Fine, I'll just waste a bow then. An arrow. Because you're dumb. Or maybe I'm dumb. I'm not sure. Alright, so... what's causing that light?
Every time I get it going, it fizzles out again.
You couldn't set a cloth aflame if it was doused in oil, son. I'll show you how it's done. If you pack it together too close, then the air won't feed the flames.
I should know better. My family used to be charcoal burners.
Oh, yeah? That's work you don't see much since the factories came. Huh? Oh, come on. What?
I need to take him down quickly, quietly, and alive.
Now I can pick him up and carry him to a nice, dark hide spot.
What the hell just happened? Why'd you kill this guard? He was barely older than you.
He was a guard, Garrett. Wrong place, wrong time.
You haven't changed, have you?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't kill without thought or good reason, and I don't get paid for it.
So basically it's okay when you do it, but not me. I see. I get it. But you know that guard? He's not gonna wake up later and follow our trail to cause trouble.
When any guards wake up, I'm usually long gone.
And also, she doesn't see and she doesn't get it because, you know, if she did see or did get it, then she would not have killed the guy. For absolutely no reason. Oh, and don't waste your... Well, maybe. I'm going to go ahead and waste one. We'll see. Ah, it worked. Oh, never mind. So you can waste them. For some reason I remembered that you cannot put out braziers. But apparently I was completely wrong.
If you're so eager to leave, maybe I should go first. You're holding me back.
Relying on that claw's holding you back.
Alright, so now I've got to grab a bottle there, distract the guard, run past, and that'll be a whole thing. So there's these guys here. So pick it up. Now, hold and release R2 to toss bottles and throw them far enough away to cause the guards, to cause a distraction. See, because he's looking straight at me. Before I go doing that. See, that's what I should be able to see. I don't know if you guys saw that perk up there. It likes to do that and get really dark. Especially when I look into the dark areas. Oh, that's what's the problem. So I gotta go into my inventory. Click on that. Now I can hold R2. And I get this nice little arc here that'll show me where that's gonna land.
What? What's going on here? Whoever's there, show yourself. Seems to have been nothing. What?
Oh yeah?
Halt!
That was annoying. Apparently he could see me in the pitch dark. Well, let's try this again, and I have a new plan.
Hey, what was that? Step out, or go back where you came from. I'm fooling myself. It is nothing.
Is he gonna start pacing now that I'm over here? do me any good, does it?
Ring the frigging bells. If you keep pacing up and down, you'll wear through those new boots.
It's my girl, sir. She's presenting me to her father. He doesn't know I joined the Watch.
And? City Watch means honor and respect.
The thing is, sir, he believes that rat-sack rumor about us being on the take.
Oh, does he? Then you pull his frigging nose out of his arse, right?
Sir.
You worried I might beat you to this thing? I'd share, probably.
I'm worried you're gonna get us both killed.
I can handle myself, okay? I can move faster, I can climb faster, I can...
You could kill faster and make mistakes faster, I get it. You're not in control.
That's why I'm better. Deal with it. Let's just get the job done.
Yeah, except you're not better, so there's that. Oh, well, just take
Yes.
a at it.
I think we'll do it without this.
So, some content spoiler. Fast forward if you don't want to see it.
I'm guessing that's what we're after. The Primal Stone.
Robes. Robes are always a bad sign.
Brothers Cornelius, Aldous, present the keys.
That's Baron Northcrest.
Brothers of the Awakened, we are gathered here to usher this city into a new age. One of progress and industrial enlightenment. Let us begin the channeling of the Primal. Sembla Strakakan. Skema Makana.
Come on, let's go down there. This will be fun.
No. We're done here. Job's over.
What? Are you joking?
Something's not right. It's too dangerous. And you're not ready yet.
You know, I'm not a kid anymore. I can do this. I'm going down there with or without you.
Not without this, you're not.
Alright, so as you can see, the primal stone thing obviously had some sort of strange mystical power to it, and as you flew through the light of it, you seeped some of its power.
Hey! Looks like he's waking up. Come on. Stop slacking. We gotta get him in the city before they call the lockdown.
Pace yourself, boy. We just need to get him to the clock tower, safe and sound, and then we'll be rosy.
Where's this car going?
Baker's and Stone Market.
Was I talking to you? Hey! Get moving! Fucking beggars.
Makes you miss the old watch.
The voices! Stop the nightmares!
The gloom's getting worse.
Everywhere except Oldale. Someone should do something.
Nobody gives a shit about us, boy. You'll learn that soon enough.
All he cares about is progress. You want to see more of these bloody pipes everywhere? You are the boss. That's enough. Do you? That's not food for our bellies. That's not medicine for the sick. You don't think you're safe because you got a job shoveling shit for the rich. The Baron has a noose for every one of us. But change is coming. Orion is going to bring change. The Baron will burn. See? See? They're scared of the truth. Keep your head down.
You there! Who are you speaking with?
Stop!
Something's not right. I'll make the clock tower, clear my head.
Don't let him get away! I'm right behind you, scum!
Right, so press triangle to activate focus vision. If you notice, there's some things around me now that have slight blue tint to them. If I go into focus mode, I can see certain things that I wouldn't have normally been able to see.
I feel like I can think and act faster than normal when I concentrate. What happened to me?
The longer you're in focus mode, the more of that little blue meter on the side gets used up, and then certain actions you do in the game, and then there's even certain items you can get in the game that will fill that focus meter back up. Right, the benefits of strict curfew. 6:20, whatever that is, that's their time system apparently. 8:42. Stopping the dreaded gloom is everyone's responsibility. The lockdown of city streets like livestock culls before it has been observed to have a marked effect, offered Dr. Troy of Stonemarkers. It is indeed the most unwholesome interaction of melancholia. I don't even know how to say that word actually. With the surrounds of afflicted that causes the spread of this interminable phage. I recommend that all from the hale and healthy to infirm should adhere to the curfew. Meanwhile, every citizen may rest assured that the Baron's finest physicians continue to work tirelessly at finding a cure. This is truly a time of great change and progress. Now, if that sounds like propaganda, that's because it is. We have our map. This is an area map for the area you're in. Collectibles. Unique loot. Found 1 of 9. A collection of unique loot that is more valuable to Garrett than their weight in gold. Now these things are neat because you'll find them, and I can't recall whether or not they earn you any money, but they don't actually, you don't sell them, you keep them. They go into your clock tower, which is kind of your hideout, your home. Player progression, ghost, opportunist, and predator. So, as you complete chapters, you will do them in either Ghost, which is the method that I talked about, where you don't kill anybody, nobody sees you, doop 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 doop. Opportunist, which is, you know, okay, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and knock some people out here and there as I need to, but for the most part, I'm just going to stay sneaky. And then Predator is where you're actually going around murdering people to be able to get through an area more easily. And then in your objectives, you can double check on different objectives that you currently have. And all of that was reached by pressing up on the D-pad. And now that I have that claw, get to certain areas that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. I really don't want to keep holding this thing. That's the clock tower. Alright, so I figured this would probably be a pretty good spot to pause. I'm reaching the maximum I can do on the video editor. So I'll pick up in part 2, which will be uploaded shortly. If you liked it, go ahead and like this one. Make sure to watch the next one. Be coming up not long after this one does. So, thank you very much.